Today we got some trolls and the Globe's top boy, who is actually going to flatten the Globe trolls for us. So good stuff. First up, let's just have a little read of this comment. Do we have any evidence that the globe is scientifically impossible when all scientists say the world is a globe? Here's the thing, fella. I don't care what anyone says, unless it's accompanied by real world demonstrable science. The fact that scientists you cite say things rather than demonstrate it kind of gives the game away. And the fact that I stand by the things that are demonstrably true, they've been tested and verified by every single person on earth, yourself included, and those tests prove scientifically the globe is impossible. So who cares what anyone says regarding the shape of the earth unless they've got real world demonstrable science to accompany their words? Dear oh dear. Seems to be a conflicting statement. There's no confliction here. I stand by the things that are demonstrably true. The people that think reality is exactly the opposite to what can be demonstrated are the ones that have inner conflict. Not me. Bonus points if you throw in your favourite big boy word of pantomime. So this is the problem. These are your trolls offering up no logic, no common sense, no discernment, no practicality, nothing. Oh dear. And if you wanted further proof regarding the globe being scientifically impossible, step up Simon Dan, as we get nothing but deluded bravado here. But when called out, Dan didn't deliver whatsoever. Take it away, Dan, as Dan here attempts to refute demonstrable reality. But let's just hear his claims. Gigantic pendulums do not have the ability to be dead still and plumb on a non-windy day on a rotating, wobbling, oscillating cannonball that's doing ridiculous speeds in all different directions.
Yes, they do, because physics says so.
You gotta love Dan for that. Yes, they do, because physics says so. And that is what we held Danny to. His own words, he claims physics says so, i.e. that tower cranes can be dead still on a spinning, wobbling, oscillating cannonball, and therefore refuting demonstrable reality. And as a result, we challenged young Danny. Not only that, we chucked in a little bonus. Bear with me. Like I say, we challenged Dan to provide that physical demonstration of a pendulum proving that tower cranes can be dead still on a spinning, wobbling, oscillating cannonball. Just like he said, all he had to do was back his own words and provide that physical, real-world scientific demonstration. On top of that, I added, I'll even buy this beautiful bit of artwork of Dan, in turn support a local artist, and to make it even better for Dan, I'd put this poster up in my crane on the cab wall here, where it could mock me every minute of my working day. Dan said physics says so. I gave him the opportunity to deliver, become a globe legend, and have his poster up in my cab to mock me daily. Did Dan deliver on a physical demonstration? Sort of. The physical demonstration Dan gave us was him running away from backing his own words. That was the only physicality we had from Dan. He said physics says so, but the only physicality we had from Dan was him running away, thus proving the globe is scientifically impossible, and that Danny, I'm afraid to say, is a liar. And this is the stage the globe is at now. All it has, as far as its representatives online, whether they be in the comment section or actually content providers themselves, all these people offer up are lies, delusions and materialism. That's it. None of it's scientific. The materialistic philosophy is one of delusions that these globogandists seem to marinate in. But when called out and held to their claims, they melt like an ice cream on a hot day. In doing so, Dan annihilated the first globe troll through non-citation and of course proving himself to be a deluded liar. And like I said, all that leaves is trolls and content providers trying desperately to save face, but all they can do is lie and misrepresent. Just like this clown on our screen here, Dog Walker. Great use of names here, Dog Walker. Oh, he must walk dogs. He must be a lovely fella. He wouldn't lie. He's an animal lover. But let's see what Dog Walker offers up here, as far as the usual tosh that comes from these people that defend the globe online. He's obviously having a conversation with a chap called Peter Bergen. You edited that out, and it still isn't in English. You're as deluded as the fake crane driver, Adam, who claims tower cranes lean backwards. Lots of laughing faces. Well, here, Mr. Dog Walker, when I sweep to the next picture, and a picture of a side profile of a flat top tower crane that's over 300 foot tall, right next to the plum building is just built, it becomes rather obvious when we look at the gap between the building and the tower at the bottom in relation to the building at the tower at the top. It becomes quite obvious that tower cranes do lean back when they're not holding a weight in front of them. The reason they do that is because they can pick up more weight in front of them. So for you to lie and call me a liar, saying I'm a fake crane operator, and that cranes don't lean backwards, you've kind of exposed yourself here, Mr. Dog Walker. Not only have you exposed yourself as a liar, but you've exposed the tactics used. Cat lovers, dog walkers, all these little sort of crafty little channel names to get people to think, oh, he's a dog lover, he wouldn't lie, when clearly we've just shown he's a blatant liar, constantly bad-mouthing me, misrepresenting me, and lying online. But that's all you've got. You've got no demonstrable science. Therefore you have to lie and misrepresent. That's why the globe's just a ticking time bomb. It's not real. But the time is clearly nearly up, because even the people that represent this online now are forced to lie. Like this clown. Cranes don't lean backwards. But I've just shown you a real world side profile picture of a crane leaning backwards. The effect of these cranes, the way they're calibrated and then leaning backwards, makes them slightly vulnerable here to shock loading, i.e. the energy being transferred back up the crane should the crane be shock loaded. And that is how some cranes go over. So I'm all too familiar and of course all too aware that cranes lean backwards, and that is a weakness in tower cranes should someone on the ground be foolish enough to shock load the crane. So I'm sorry, even your globe's top boy and your globe trolls now are exposing themselves and the globe for the liars, misrepresenters and dishonest people that you are. Sorry, I'm a real crane operator, and every crane on earth destroys the globe. You've only got an outside man, Dan. He said physics says so. But the only physicality we got from the globe's top boy was him running away. Dear, oh dear. The game is up. All you're left with is a load of ragtag morons online lying and misrepresenting. And even then now, doing that is just waking people up even faster. Oops.